Wow. Kitty Legend! Jeffree!
Hey guys!
People like me, I'm like, Jeffree!
Oh, it's like a little piece of dookie.
Oh my god! Hello, it's me. Hi guys, it's Tom. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. Today's video is going to be a story time about how I met Jeffree Star. Now, if you've been watching my series so far, I've done 3 other videos. The first one was me and my friend Kelly going to Jeffree Star's Dublin show. The second one was us stalking Jeffree Star, going to his hotel and seeing him outside the venue. And then the third one was us literally flying to London to meet him at his London show. So I thought that it was very necessary for part 4 where I literally just do a story time and explain to you everything, because I don't even fully know what happened. I'm just gonna get right into it and start from the very start. So this all started the Sunday before Jeffree's Can't Relate tour. So on Sunday I was in town with Kelly. We were at our acting course and Kelly comes up to me and she's like, Tom. And I'm like, what? What's wrong? She's like, I am so upset because I didn't manage to get my hands on Jeffree Star tickets. For some reason, I just didn't even know that Jeffree was going on tour, and I was like, oh shit, no, really, like, that would have been crazy to see him, like, I would have loved to see him. And she was saying how, basically, Beauty Bay fucked up. This is nothing against Beauty Bay. Like, luckily I was able to see Jeffree in the end, but the tickets went on sale before they were supposed to. There was a lot of stories of people who literally had the tickets in their basket, but then the site crashed and they lost their tickets and didn't get to go. And Kelly said that all of the VIP tickets were sold out 2 minutes before they were even supposed to be on sale. She was really upset. We were like, oh, that's really annoying. But we had the bright idea to go to the Dublin show on Wednesday anyway. Wednesday came around, we had been FaceTiming and things like before, planning it all out, what we're gonna wear, what we're gonna do. If we're gonna go in style. So Kelly orders a taxi. We literally get a taxi from my house to Kelly's house to the venue, and it costed a lot of money. And basically we get there and then we're kind of like, what do we do now? Because we didn't have any tickets. So we still don't have tickets. Now what do we do though? Because like we did not plan this out. I was under the impression that there were going to be people outside selling tickets. Like if you've ever been to a football match or something like that, there's always people selling tickets, maybe like at a higher price, but there's always people like selling on tickets because that's just a given, right? No. We were waiting in line for like an hour even though we didn't have tickets. I was walking up and down looking for people who were selling them. The line was huge and there was just nobody selling tickets, so we were like, oh no. We're waiting in line and we are scrolling through our phones, scrolling through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, searching like Jeffree Star tour, Jeffree Star Dublin tour tickets, like Can't Relate tickets. Nothing. And then we come across this one person who had posted anyone selling Jeffree Star Dublin tickets. This girl, Alex, shout out to you Alex if you're watching this, like she had commented on this girl's post being like, oh yeah, I'm selling a ticket at face value, I'm here right now if you want to meet me and get the ticket. And Kelly decides to swipe into Alex's DMs and be like, girl, can I please have this ticket? Like, I really want to go. Alex only had one ticket, but we decided to take the ticket anyway because it's better to have one ticket than none. So we meet this girl Alex. It took us a while to find her, but eventually we meet her and we get the ticket off her. But the thing is that we have to go in with her because she has the tickets on her phone. Then like we were kind of happy. We were like, okay, at least we have one ticket, and we're waiting in line with this girl Alex, and she's also with another girl that she sold a ticket to and her boyfriend. It came to the point where we had been waiting in the line for about an hour at least, and then we got up to the door where they check your bags. Obviously you have to have a ticket to get further, to actually get into the venue. And I am looking like all stressed out. I'm like, no, okay Kelly, like I literally say to Kelly, it's fine, you just go in, have a good time. I'll wait for you and you can meet with me afterwards. Like, I don't mind, it's fine, it's fine. Obviously I did mind, obviously I was gonna be so upset if I didn't get to go. But then Alex's boyfriend tapped me on the shoulder and was like, you know what? Obviously I was really excited to go to this with my girlfriend and we had been looking forward to this show, but I can tell how much you really want to go and see Jeffree, and I can tell how much of a fan you are. So honestly, it's fine, you can just take my ticket, I'll go and grab a drink somewhere. I was like,
I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. You give me reason, you give me hope. Jesus never let me go.
who is this godsend? Like, why me? Why is this all happening to me? Why did you have to give me your ticket? Like, you don't have to do this. Like, why is this happening to me? Of course, I'm like, no, there's no way that I'm taking your ticket. You're clearly looking forward to going to this with your girlfriend. Don't worry about me. But he insists. He's like, no, seriously, it's fine. You just buy my ticket off me. Like, I don't mind. And I was like, oh, thank the Lord.
Jesus is born, Jesus is born. Who needs antidepressants when Jesus is born?
So he walks off, he goes and grabs a drink, and we get inside the venue and we're so excited. Kelly and I get the tickets.
Jeffree's not even here.
And we're ready to go. We're like, how did we manage to get ourselves into this venue? Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus never let me go.
We go upstairs, like we get given a token for a gift bag, we feel all fancy. Then we get taken to our seats. Kelly gets brought to her seat first, and then the same lady who brought Kelly to her seat is showing me to my seat. But she sees a row of seats, which is row C, and she sees there's 1 to 4, but she can't find the seat C5. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, no, there's no way. I've come all this way. You're not gonna send me back now. If you want to give me a stool or some chair and I'll just pull it up aside, I'll do that, but I'm not leaving. So we go down to the front desk. The lady kind of gets in a little bit of an argument with the girl at the desk and is like,
What happened, girl?
I can't see the seat there. And the girl at the desk is like, it's right there. Are you not looking properly?
Looks like a little piece of dookie.
And then the lady at the desk decides to come up with me instead, and she checks all the seats and she finds out that C4 and C5 were just switched. So I do have a seat and I was fine. And anyways, I sit down. I'm like, thank God. Kelly had been texting me being like, where are you? Have you left? Like, are you being brought out? Like, she was freaking out. So we like weren't that close from each other, but we could like, we were just in the row behind, and like she was like say 5 seats down. And we were still so grateful that we even got into the place. So like, even if we weren't going to be sitting right beside each other, it will be fine. But then the people sitting next to me can see that I was like trying to talk to Kelly like a few seats up. They were literally the nicest people ever. Like, I have a clip of them in the first part of this series, and they move like 5 seats down, and then like everybody in the row just moves a couple seats down so that I can sit literally right next to Kelly. So Kelly was literally in the seat right in front of me, and we were able to speak, and like our view was amazing. We were literally on the balcony just right over the stage. So that's basically how we got into the Dublin show. The show was amazing. Jeffree actually noticed me in the show because like I kept shouting Laura Lee to see how he'd respond, because he had this kind of feud with this person Laura Lee. If you don't know that, then you must have been living under a rock. But I kept shouting Laura Lee, and like the first time that I shouted it, he just kind of looked up and then looked away, just kind of like. Then I kept shouting it, and then other people started to shout it with me, and then he looks up to me and he's like, Girl, y'all wanna know about Laura Lee? Girl, she's extinct. I was gonna dress up as her for Halloween, but nobody cares about her anymore. And if you're gonna make an apology video but don't really apologize, there's no coming back, honey.
It hurts me so bad.
And it was iconic. Everybody was screaming. I was laughing my ass off. And then he called us like shady bitches. It was so funny.
Shady bitches.
Yeah! The host for the Dublin show had said, can we all agree that he looks so much better in person? And then I shout skinny legend, and then he looks up and he's like, yes! And it was amazing. Like the fact that he even like, obviously he didn't see my face, but like the fact that he looked over towards me and actually heard me was iconic.
Can we agree that Jeffree looks even more amazing in person?
Skinny legend! Yes! The people that we met and like the friends that we made also made the night so much better. Yeah, Wednesday was just a very special night that I will always remember. Yeah. So what did you think of Jeffree?
I thought it was amazing.
It was amazing. He like was iconic.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear somebody shouting Laura Lee?
Yeah, was that
That
you?
was me. Yeah. It was so funny. So guys, make sure to follow Jason. He has like 30,000 followers on Instagram. I'll link him down below. And follow the White Moose on Snapchat. Thank you so much. Jason just subscribed to me and I am fanboying, so make sure to go and follow him on Instagram. And if you do, comment some yellow love heart emojis on his latest post. Girl, that was just the start of it. So Thursday came along and I had sat down and I filmed my story time, which was how I got to see Jeffree Star live. And that whole story time was literally just what I just said there, yeah? A lot of shit has happened since then, like, that was just like literally the tip of the iceberg. So you might want to grab a coffee, settle down, get a tea, order pizza. You just get ready because I'm pretty sure this video is going to be at least 30 minutes. You're welcome. Thursday came around. I had already arranged to meet Kelly just like in a cafe so that we could edit our videos together, you know, have a fun and fresh time. Also, if you're not subscribed to Kelly, what are you doing with your life? Ooh. Ooh, that was satisfying. So we had already arranged to meet up and I was just getting ready. I was sitting down outside my work experience and I was tapping through Jeffree's story, just seeing, you know, oh, I wonder if he's on his flight home yet, because the night before was his show. And girl, just you wait. I saw his story and he posted the view from his hotel room. Girl, I am too popular, said no one about me, ever. He had posted the view of his hotel room and it wasn't obvious where he was. I mean, he literally posted a view of a river. It's the Grand Canal. I had just seen literally in the corner of the image, and I'll show you guys right here, if you can see those red poles.
It is gorgeous out. Oh, girl.
Because my Auntie Franny, she brings me to the theatre like almost every year for Christmas. Me and her will go to the Borgosh Energy Theatre and afterwards we'll go to this really fancy bougie hotel called The Marker and we'll just go there to have dinner afterwards. I know from being there what it looks like outside, and it's also one of the fanciest hotels like in Dublin, so why would he not be staying there? So I was like, oh my god, those are the red poles from the Borgosh. Maybe he's staying in the Marker because that's literally right beside. But I was like, okay, you know what, I'm a good inspector, like this might be it, but I don't know for sure. I remembered one thing from the night before that he had said at the show. He had said that he's staying in the one place in Ireland that sells Red Bull bottled.
I also found out that my bougie as fuck hotel is the only place in Ireland where you can get Red Bull in a glass bottle.
And I looked at their menu, just out of curiosity. I looked at their menu, soft drinks, €3. But then right down below, I see Red Bull, and like number one, it's not like most hotels will just randomly sell Red Bull. Throwback to my 11-year-old days where I used to chug like Red Bull and Monster for YouTube before I started this channel. That was amazing. If any of you guys have watched any of that, comment down below, but probably not because I had like 20 subscribers. I checked the price of the Red Bull and guess how much it was? €6. when like Red Bull is like 250 milliliters, so why would it cost more than Coke? Because Coke, you get more in it. And then I thought, oh, maybe it's because they sell it in a glass bottle.
Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back to another conspiracy theory video.
So I'm like, girl. So straight away I FaceTime Kelly and I'm like, Kelly, change your plans. We are going to the Marker Hotel in town. And she's like, okay, I'm down. First we just like go through Grafton Street and go to Brown Thomas where there's a Gucci, because we're thinking, okay, maybe he's out shopping and he's out at Gucci, because we had also seen in his story, once again, we're stalkers. I swear, like 20 minutes of this is just gonna be footage of me making sure my hair isn't all over the shop, which I'm not doing a great job of that. So we run to the Gucci. Like I go up to one of the people, I'm like, was Jeffree here? And this girl was like, he was here 2 hours ago. Say that again? 2 hours ago? No. Callie's like, okay, Tom, where are we even going? Let's just go home. Like, what are we doing? We're obviously not gonna meet him. And she was genuinely like, let's just go. Like, he's not here. Let's just go. And I was like, the reason that we came in was to go to his hotel. We're gonna go to his hotel. So we get on the train and we go to his hotel. His hotel. Once we get there, we go to the restaurant and I ordered the Red Bull. And like at this stage, I was 99% sure that this was the hotel because like matching up. But I obviously didn't see the Red Bull yet. So I was like, you know what? Until I see this, I'm not definitely for sure gonna know. Well, and then the waitress comes along and I'm like, what is that in her hand? And she plops down in front of me a bottle of Red Bull. And it was at this point where I was like, I'll be it. If YouTube doesn't work out, I can just be a stalker. That would be great, great. So I was really excited. I like turned the camera to Kelly and she doesn't even know that I'm recording at this point. And she's just looking at me and she's like,
we're in Jeffree's hotel.
I'm literally drinking his drink. We're in his hotel.
ooh. And at this point I was just like, so yes, we're gonna meet him. We are going to meet him. He's just gonna sit beside us and have dinner with us, you know? 3 hours. 3 hours go by and we're just sitting down in this restaurant, like ordering chips, trying to not spend too much money because a 2-course meal here is €32. Usually I'm the one to be like, no, we're not gonna make it. Like, no, we're not gonna see him. But Kelly was like, Tom, we've been here for 2.5, 3 hours. We're not gonna see him. And I was like, no, Kelly, don't do this. We came all this way. There must be a reason that I found out his hotel. We are going to meet him. I'm like, you know what? I know what will cheer you up, a cup of tea. We order a cup of tea, we go to the lobby or like the reception, whatever you want to call it, and we sit down on the couch and we're having our cup of tea. We're just taking pictures, looking cute and fresh, and Kelly's like taking a few pictures of me, and in the background, like say I'm facing her, which is facing the door, but when she's facing me with the camera, you can see like the lifts and stuff in the back. And next thing we know, she's like, Tom, and I'm like, what? And she's like all serious, and she's like, Zach is behind you, and I'm like, and if you don't know Zach is Jeffree's boyfriend's brother, who also does camera work for Jeffree and for his channel, and he went on tour with Jeffree to like record clips for Jeffree's YouTube channel. He was behind me while we were taking pictures, and also Jeffree's bodyguard, who is like, or manager, I don't really know who he is, he's just this guy who has been in like a few of Jeffree's videos and obviously is part of Jeffree's team. We got him in the background of one of the pictures of me, okay? And I'm like, okay, this is obviously amazing, but Jeffree isn't here, so maybe Jeffree isn't coming down, maybe they're just coming down because they're getting sick of staying in the room all day. But no, 30 seconds later, Kelly's like, Tom, he's here, and I look behind me and Jeffree fucking Star is standing behind me, and I'm like, oh Lord.
Though I stray far, here you are, Jesus, my superstar. I love you, Jesus.
As soon as I turn around, Jeffree with his 3 bodyguards, his assistant Madison, Zach, and then this other guy, they start walking like in formation. Literally walking so fast that I didn't even get time to like stand up or anything, but I was on the edge of my chair and I was like, Jeffree, Jeffree! And then he turns around and while he's walking, hi, how are ya? And then walks out. I'm like, like he says that at all of his videos. He's like, good morning, hi, how are ya? That's his thing. And he says, hi, how are ya? And literally looks at me and Kelly. Like literally he's about this far away from me and just looks at me and says, hi, how are ya? And walks out the door. And at this moment I'm like, okay, my life is complete. I'm made. This is it. Like I finally accomplished my life goals. Jeffree Star just said hi, how are you to me in his hotel. What is happening to me right now? So I was shooketh. I was shook. I was shook to the ground, disintegrated, cremated, dissolved, evaporated, everything, buried alive. No, like everything. It was just like an amazing moment, not gonna lie. Like no hate, I'm not trying to brag, but Jeffree Star said hi, how are you to me. I've been filming for the past hour. But then Kelly is like, Tom? And I'm like, too much has happened the past like 24 hours. I need to relax. What is it? She's like, guess what I just found on Twitter? She found 2 London VIP tickets for the Can't Relate tour. For one, we can't afford it. Number 2, we're not going to be allowed. But then like she talked me into it. She's like, no Tom, we have to go. Like all this has happened for a reason. We literally went to his show in Dublin without any tickets and we managed to get in. We managed to find his hotel. He just said hi, how are you to us. Tom, when is the next time that we're going to be able to do this? And I'm like, okay, let's think about it. So this girl was selling 2 London VIP Can't Relate tour tickets. And Kelly goes and buys them without us even like asking our parents. She's like, it's fine, we can just sell them on if we have to. We booked the tickets Friday night and then Monday we're supposed to be going. It turns out that it's going to be a lot of money, so it's my Christmas and my birthday present, so don't worry, I'm not a spoiled child. And although I'm so grateful for all this, it is my birthday and my Christmas present from both my mom and my dad, and it's not like I just get whatever I want for no reason. On Sunday we go, me and Kelly go and we buy our outfits. We look bomb as fuck, I'm not gonna lie, we look amazing. Go follow my Instagram and Kelly's Instagram to see those pictures, because I'm sorry, but Bershka, hire me. We like get on the flight, we fly over, and we get to the apartment and like, girl, we got lost. We just got like a tad bit lost. We didn't really know where we were going. Obviously we hadn't been to London before, and eventually we find the apartment, but like we thought that we were gonna be lost. We didn't know how to get there. Okay, I'm sorry if the angle changed, but my camera ran out of storage. Once we got to the apartment, we dropped our stuff off and we went to this Italian place for food. It was called Ask Italian, and this isn't sponsored, but Ask Italian, if you want to sponsor me, that would be great. Yeah, so then we go back to the apartment. Kelly has to do her makeup, and I kid you not, she did her makeup for about 10 hours and it was really annoying, and then we had to literally run out the door because we were gonna be late. But of course we stopped for like 5 minutes to take pictures, which actually looked amazing, so I'm glad that we did that. Once again, I'm gonna plug my Instagram. We had to run. In the vlog there is literally footage of us running. Then we watched the show and the show was just iconic. In fairness, it wasn't as good as the Dublin show. Nothing could beat the Irish crowd. They're doing a lot of the same skits, asking the same questions. So obviously the show, the first time, was going to be better. There were a good few moments in the show that were amazing. Like he mentioned about him doing a collab with Trisha Paytas, who you guys know is my all-time queen. So I was like shouting Skinny Legend and stuff like that again, and it was just a really fun time. After the show, like while I was waiting to meet Jeffree at VIP, a lot of like people were coming up to me being like, oh my god, you were so funny, like what's your Instagram? They were like 2 girls who were just really nice, and like they had seen that I had a camera and asked me for my YouTube and stuff. So if you guys are watching this and you met me at the show, then thank you so much for coming up to me, because you guys were all so sweet. Yeah, so we had to wait like a long time to meet Jeffree, because obviously there was like 250 VIP people. Kelly and I were freaking out. Like we weren't nervous, but we were just really excited, and like we were like, what do we say? Because obviously it's not like we can meet him again and we only get like 15 seconds with him. Like, it was really crazy. And like when we were waiting, they were like playing music and Kelly and I were just bopping around and like just like having a fun time. We went up, and when we saw him, it was like crazy, because I had to go up to this man to like ask how I take the video, and then he was like, no sorry, and literally Jeffree had just finished with a fan as I was asking that, and Jeffree like turns his head and he's like, hello, and then I'm like, okay, so I just like walk up to Jeffree and I'm like, Jeffree, we came from your Dublin show, we saw your Dublin show. And he was like, oh, you're from Dublin? Nate's brother Zach was recording this as well, and as soon as Kelly saw Jeffree, she started crying, and then like in the picture you can see that Kelly's just trying not to cry, but it was so cute anyway. Like I got to like hug Jeffree, and he was actually like looking at us. It's not like just like, hi, take a picture, bye. It was like he actually was like looking at us going like, oh my god, you're from Dublin, oh that's crazy. Like it was such a fun time. And although we didn't get like on his story, as in like we didn't get our picture with him on his story, because we were so close to the stage in VIP when he was posting like his Instagram story, you can actually see us in the crowd, like me with my camera, which is pretty cool as well. And it was just amazing. Like Kelly and I had like coordinated our outfits because we were that extra, just like black and red, and looked really cool. We're also planning on getting those pictures printed on jumpers, and on the back it's gonna say "Oh Beach," and just rock them to his next meet and greet. He said he's coming to like the UK like at the start of next year, so we might have to go over to London again. Oh well. Yeah, we're already saving up all of our money. But I had an amazing time, and it was really, really, really fun. Also, by the way, we almost missed our flight home because Kelly and I were shopping too much in London. Like we had a blast, but we spent way too long in like Oxford Street and all those shops, and then we literally had to run to the train. You better stop! We like had to run home, like pack our stuff really quickly, and then by the time like we had everything packed and we got to the train, we were like running late, so we almost got on the wrong train as well to like Norwich when we were supposed to go to the other end of London. Eventually we got there on time. We got there with like 5 minutes to spare, but we thought that we were gonna be late, let's be real here. It was definitely like the best time of my life. Like that night was so fun, and doing it with Kelly was amazing too, because Kelly is such a good friend, and like we both get along so well, and we both love Jeffree equally, and I couldn't have imagined doing it with anybody else. We were just kind of the iconic duo, or trio, Jeffree. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you've watched my other episodes, make sure to go and comment down below which was your favourite. Although it's sad that this kind of series is coming to an end, it was a really fun time making it, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.